What's up, SunAh Marie, you difficult beauty? How are you, lady?
Hey, Ina, how are you doing, Difficult Beauty?
Good. Look, we are matchy
We
matchy.
are a little matchy.
You know what? I'm excited today because this is episode 1, season 5, new season, new flow. We're still difficult beauties, but it's a little bit different, right?
Yes, I mean, season 5, we're in year 2. Always good to bring y'all a new flavor, and y'all are in for a treat today.
Yes, they are. Shall we begin difficult beauty?
Yes, we shall.
Okay, so let's kind of just start it off with, a check-in. I need to know your health. I need to know that you're good. We're still in COVID. I need to know you still teaching these kids over there at University of Memphis. What's going on with you?
Oh, well, I'm here, and that's, 90% of the battle just showing up. And so I am here. I am loving this fall weather. I think it's definitely giving me a little bit of life.
Yes, I am
So,
loving the weather.
yes, I was too ready to go ahead and break out that jean
I'm
jacket.
sorry, it was cute too. I bet you got so many compliments.
Yes, people love it. So that jean jacket duster, I was too ready. I was like, oh, wait, we're about to go eat. We're about to go to the patio. Let me, what time is it? Let me check this weather. Oh, yeah, let me go on ahead and throw this on. So I
You
was,
was cute, honey. You was cute booty with the duster. I said, look at Sanaa got the jacket on. I see it.
yes, you need to wear yours, and then we can post it on the Difficult Beauty page so y'all can
Yes.
see. We could do we both wore it the best.
Yes. Look, I need to go somewhere to wear it. I see you went to dinner. I need to wear it
Yes.
to an outing or something. Hopefully between now and next week, I may get it in. But like you said, I'm enjoying this fall weather. And you know what I noticed about the weather? It's been really good on my roses. Like I thought my roses would
Oh.
like wilt away and die, but they love it. Like they're blooming even more for some reason. I'm thinking maybe because maybe roses do really well in spring, and it's kind of like a
Mhm.
transition from kind of cold to hot, and so now we're transitioning from hot to cold, but my roses are blooming and I love it.
Yay, we love the plants. My plants are also still over here thriving.
They're
I'm
still
actually,
alive.
they're still alive. Yes, let's start there. They're still alive.
Yes.
That's the biggest check-in. The plants are still alive. So we're going on a couple of months now.
Yes.
And I also am getting ready to repot or transfer, however you call it, some little pieces, snippings with roots into soil. So they've been
Oh,
hanging
you're
out.
propagating.
Yes, propagating. So
Ah.
they've been hanging in some water, but their roots are really growing. So I'm like, I think it's time now that they can get into some soil.
Oh, so you had them sitting in water. I did a plant like that I had that was dying, and it was just one piece left. And my mother-in-law said, just sit it in some water for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks and let the root come out.
Yeah.
And it came out quick. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Life.
I know, live, watching it grow. One more update. We've settled on the kids going back to school. They'll be in school next week.
Ooh, that is a big update.
Yeah.
Okay, give us more details. Give us more. How did you come to this decision? What did the boys say?
Oh, well, it was kind of a mix. Dallas, he was basically begging us to go back since it started. But he also said he was suffering in his schooling. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I hear what you're saying. Now, Eli, on the other hand, he's much younger. So, all this time we've been preaching about COVID, and we don't want you to die. So that's all in his mind. Mom, now I got to go back. I'm not ready to die. I'm like, boy, you're not going to die. I was like, your other classmates ain't dead. You're going to wear your mask. And, they do have protocols in place as far as, they don't go into the lunchroom. They eat in their classroom. When they do breaks or whatever, it's all synchronized a certain way where they're not, I guess with the other people. So they stay in these little groups or whatever. So we're going to try it out because my husband was like, we going to all these basketball games. We're going out to eat. I think they can go back to school. So we're going to try it. And I have to keep the blood of Jesus, and be prayed up for my kids. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yes, definitely. So everyone listening, please send up some prayers for the boys and for the parents who I'm sure are going to be so nervous.
Right. I am super nervous. And Eli will be riding the bus to and from school. So that's different because he used to ride to school, but not from school. So, he's growing up at the same time. So this is all, I don't know, like change. So.
Yes. Wait, well, how does Dallas get to school?
Same. He's been riding the bus to and from school, but yeah. But he's gonna be ready to talk about getting a car and driving soon because we've been, practicing driving with him, and he drives a lot now. But of course, we're in the vehicle, so he's ready for that license. But he has to take his test to get the permit first, so that's coming soon.
Ooh, so many changes.
I know. Children growing up, we're gonna be an empty nesters like soon. Or maybe in like 12 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say not so soon, but I'm sure
got a little one.
Yeah, I know that time will still be flying by.
Yes. So, I mean, that's a hell of a check-in right there, SunAh.
It is. Woo! You just downloaded a lot of information.
Yes. So let's get into some news. What's been going on? I know, like, everybody's talking about Trump, right?
I know that's dominating the news cycle right now. What is the president doing?
Girl, trying to say he got COVID and trying to act like it ain't shit and trying to act like he's the abominable snowman or some shit. I don't know. Like, I think that. Do you think he had COVID? Really?
Yes, I do think he has it.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, but do you think this is some type of spin doctor move and ploy to make people feel sorry for him close to election, or does it tie into election any kind of way with you?
I definitely think he had it, or he has it. Like, I still think he's recovering from it. I don't think it was, like, I don't think he intentionally went out to try to get COVID, but now that he has it, I think he is using it to his advantage. So I don't think it was like premeditated, like on this day, I'm going to get COVID and then XYZ is going to happen, because a lot of people were saying like, oh, maybe it's fake. All that information just came out about his taxes and the fact that he doesn't pay taxes. Like, this is a good way to like change the news cycle to be, a little more compassionate, or just get that out of the headlines.
Yeah.
I don't think it was, that calculated. I do think now that it's here and it happened, that he's like, I am going to use this to my political advantage.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that. I mean, the media, it's like 24/7 Trump. If it wasn't before, it is now. I remember the day it came out, they were like, let's talk about a change of power. If Trump dies, is Pence ready? I'm like, are we there yet? Like, what? And like you said, maybe it was a way, kind of like divert attention from the taxes. I also heard that Breonna Taylor's the body cam footage came out like the same day Trump announced he had COVID. Like, that took a lot of attention away from that news as well. So
yeah, because I heard that.
Yes, and I looked at a little bit of it. I didn't look at all of it because we were out of town, but it was one of the parents that was there with us that mentioned it, because I did not know that about that police footage coming out. And so I was like, wow, like, why haven't I heard about this? And then I started looking on Twitter and it popped up, but that was not leading the headlines. But of course, that wasn't presented in the court discovery for when those officers did not get charged. So we can kind of understand why, because jurors have to go on what's presented to them. So yeah, I thought that was rather interesting.
Well, then Trump is doing a good job of taking control of the headlines.
Oh, always. He definitely know how to do that. Definitely.
And did you see his photo op? Well, I mean, there's been so many, but you saw him parading around in his motorcade, waving to his supporters. Then you, of course, saw him on the portico taking off his mask and trying to portray this image of just strong, healthy, warrior is the word that I saw people using.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that, since it is in the news so much, I think we or journalists need to take advantage and really push the fact that Trump is getting all special treatment, right, that the average American who contracts COVID is not going to receive.
Yeah.
So I think it's really misleading for him to say, oh, like the healthcare is so good and I'm really getting this, virus, when it's like, sir, you have the best medical care.
You're like the guinea pig for this shit at this point. Like,
right, exactly. Like the average person throughout this virus, may not have even gotten tested, right? Or is not getting all this care and attention. And like you said, even experimental treatments. So sir, like this is not the experience of COVID that everyone else, has had.
No. And you know what? I can't wait to see this VP debate. Like,
yes.
Kamala gonna tear into Pence's ass. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's gonna be super spicy. Yes.
Like, and we hardly ever see Vice President Pence, and we hardly ever hear him speak. So that's going to be very interesting. I think the debate is tonight, right?
Yeah, it's tonight. So I'm ready. This is one that I really am going to try to watch the entire debate, the presidential debate. I was like, y'all only got me for the first couple segments and then I'm out. But tonight I want to see the entire thing. I want to know how each of them are going to handle the topics and also handle each other, right? Yeah. Like, is it going to be how Biden and Trump were, where it was, as people said, a shit show, a dumpster fire?
It was.
What is going to be the tone tonight in this vice presidential debate?
Will they have masks on?
Will they have masks? Will they have social distancing? Will they have plexiglass barriers? Will there be testing beforehand? Will they be required to take the testing beforehand? Or is there going to be an honor system like it was with Trump? I mean, so many questions. So many questions.
Wow. Interesting. What else going on in the news, SunAh Marie?
Well, as if COVID-19 wasn't enough, did you see that recently archaeologists have unearthed like 59 mummified corpses, and they're just so excited to open up these tombs and I guess investigate the remains and
again.
I'm just like, is this what you want to do in 2020? You want to open
up? Look, I think right in time for Halloween. Like, give us some gore, give us some mummy. Like, okay, let me know what y'all find. Let me know it's something different. Like, I know that my ancestors over there.
You know what? When the archaeologists who were there, who were so happy to open up these, tombs, when their skin starts falling off their face, I don't want to hear anything.
Oh my, really? Like, let them just remain at peace. Like, leave them alone. I think we have some good data on the mummies.
Yes.
But I think archaeologists, they get excited about stuff like that. Like, they live their whole lives and careers to find things like that. So that's
definitely. It's a big discovery, but can't you just discover it and we just don't have to know what's inside?
Right. Exactly.
Like, with all the advances in technology, couldn't we do like a thermal scan or some sort?
Exactly. Like, you're right. I want to see the findings, and we're going to have to like give an update on these 59, 39, 58 mummies out there.
Look, no, y'all could have left him alone, but no.
Yes, they could have left him alone. All right, dear. I think it's time for Esco's Pop Talk.
Yes, we love it. What's new in Esco's Pop Talk?
All right,
What's
difficult
happening?
beauties. I am giving you your 411 on some pop culture right now. And guess what? It's a girl, Nicki Minaj, has delivered her first child with husband Kenneth Petty, the what is he, pedophile.
Yeah. I don't know why we're laughing. That's not funny.
Like, let me keep my comment to myself. But I know, Nicki has a big fan base. We all knew she was pregnant. Right. I don't know the name of the little girl yet. And I'm just happy for her that she's a mom now, because it seems like, she wanted to be married. She wanted to have kids. I mean, she's had a hell of a career. So, it's time to take a break and live life and, have that baby. So she got a baby girl. I'm interested to know what the little young lady is. Her name. What her name is.
We need to know. Let's get an update as soon as you know. Go ahead and text Nikki. Ask her for the details.
Nikki.
Yes.
Well, I'll let y'all know next episode.
Please do.
Also, my girl is back reigning in the midday, in the I guess the daytime talk realm. Wendy Williams.
Ooh,
she's back in her
I did not know
in
that.
New York. Yes, like I'm a huge Wendy Williams fan, and I was happy to see her back in her studio. She has no audience, and it's just her up there again, doing like Zoom interviews with everyone. No one is there in person, of course, but she did that for a minute when her season was winding down, and she said, I can't do this. I'm scared of COVID. I need to take a break. We don't know what's going on. So she went home for a while, and they tried to film her doing it from the house, but it just wasn't meshing. It wasn't, I don't know, like it just didn't gel, I guess. Maybe she needed that studio, but she's back, and I'm interested to see how everything goes and if her seasons will be renewed. And just kind of like, this is kind of like, I guess, very telling for other talk show hosts as well. Like, how are they going to move forward with this era of COVID? So I know.
Yeah, because so many shows are, everyone is at home, kind of being their whole studio crew, makeup, wardrobe, light, sound, you can see, obviously you can tell that people aren't in their normal studios.
Right.
And what does that really mean going forward?
Yeah. So we shall see on that. And I don't know, are you a big Real Housewives fan? I don't think so.
No, ma'am. I've never really been able to get into it.
Well, I haven't lately been keeping up with the Housewives, but I used to keep up with them tough, especially Real Housewives of Atlanta. And speaking of which, Nene Leakes, I know you know who Nene is,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Well, Nene is actually not returning for the next season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she's been making a lot of claims about Andy Cohen, the founder of the Housewives, saying that he's a racist, saying that he added fuel to the fire with production, with the women being portrayed, Black women in particular, being portrayed in such a negative manner, and they're saying that she's even possibly going to file a lawsuit against Housewives of Atlanta. I'm like, or is it they just didn't want to renew your contract and you mad, Nene? Is you mad, girl?
Ooh, that's juicy, because so are any of the other housewives potentially signing on to this lawsuit, or have they even said anything?
They haven't. They
way?
haven't. But
Okay.
Nene just threw it out there, of course. But she throws a lot of things out there.
Mhm.
But you know, she's pretty much a staple with the Housewives brand. So
Yes.
I think people will still watch, even though she's not a part of it anymore. And she kind of seems to have that ego that, you know, it's not going to be what it was because I'm Nene Leakes. I'm Nene Leakes. But I think that Andy and them will be okay. But I'm wondering about, why are you calling him racist? Like, tell me the tea. I want to know all the tea on that.
Well,
So
if she files this lawsuit, we will definitely get the details. Now, is she trying to get her own show somewhere else?
I'm pretty sure, SunAh, because when COVID hit and you saw a lot of the celebrities and I guess reality stars, a lot of them were taking to their platforms and just really, you know, going live a lot and things like that. And I kind of heard that she was kind of practicing or like getting out there more for someone to pick her up on a show. But what kind of show is it? Her and Greg takes it on? I don't know. Like, is she interesting enough for people to tune in? So that's what, you know, these networks going to have to figure out. We're going to see. I mean, she's a big personality, though.
Yes, yes, she is.
Yes. And lastly, with Esco's Pop Talk, so now, have you ever heard of the rock group Van Halen?
Yes, of course.
Well, the lead singer, Eddie Van Halen, is no longer with us. He died of cancer yesterday at the age of 65. So, you know, he's like iconic rock star. If anybody has ever heard of rock music, Eddie Van Halen is like at the upper echelon of that category. So he was like a big songwriter, guitarist, singer. I just want to say rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen, because I am very familiar with his music and he will surely be missed. And that's Esco's Pop Talk, SunAh.
Yes, all those updates. You really brought us some juicy news. I can't wait to see how some of these stories develop, because there will be way more details.
Yes. So I'm ready for you, SunAh.
Yes. Well, I'm just going to bring you a little dose of positivity. Yes. And I want to put it in context. I want to give y'all an update about my plants. Okay. So y'all remember Dakota. You may not recognize her because look how much she's grown.
Hey, Dakota.
She is really thriving. And you know, when I first got her, of course, she was much smaller. And you might see I had to actually trim one of her little leaves because it was brown. And I was like, oh my goodness, the plant is going to die, y'all. It's not even going to make it. And I was really worried. And then I think I had a little issue with over watering her. She only needs like a quarter of a cup of water like every 10 days. Okay. Like that's it. And then I spritz her with water in my little, you know, spray bottle, and she really likes that. But all that to say, she's really thriving. Mm-hmm. And so it just made me think, you know, sometimes we think we're at the end and we're falling apart, but we just need a little patience. And maybe even the good things, like water is good, we need it, but sometimes we can overdo it on some of those things that really, you know, can be nourishing. Everything in moderation. So once you adjust those levels, then you can really start to blossom like Dakota has.
Dakota, she done came a long way from that.
I know she's gonna need a new home soon, because this pot, you know, it's good for now, but I can already tell she has like little new leaves sprouting all the time. So
do you keep her like in the sun, get some sunlight?
She gets a little bit of sun, but you know, I don't get a lot of direct sunlight in my apartment. So she doesn't get a whole lot, but obviously she's getting enough because she's growing. She is. So that's just to tell you all, like, just be patient with yourself and don't be afraid. Kind of change the way that you are caring for yourself and nourishing yourself.
Yes. And I feel you about too much water, because I often think Am I giving these plants too much water? I have one over here that's drowning in water right now. But she's still growing. So I'm going to take it easy on her, though. I'm going to remember that. SunAh.
Yes, we all grow at our own pace, and that pace is perfect for us.
That's so true. That is so true. Well, you know, with this new season in hand with A Difficult Beauty, you know, you and I have been talking about some things that we can kind of incorporate into the show. And one of the things that we totally agreed on was this segment right here. What are we calling it?
Woman to watch.
Woman to watch. Woman to watch. I was like, women, is it women or women?
Or maybe
Woman
it's
to
women.
watch.
Is it women or woman? Woman
It could
to
be
watch?
either or.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We want to talk about you, Difficult Beauties.
Yes.
You ladies out there that are doing it, and we see you doing it and, you know, making strides in your particular fields, being positive in the community, making a difference, different categories. SunAh and I are watching, and we are telling as well, because we want to shine a light on you. Tell them, SunAh.
Yes, that was the whole idea. We just want to uplift and acknowledge other women. You don't have to be, Beyonce, right? We're all killing it in our respective areas, whatever that may look like. And we just wanted to say, like, we see you, keep going, you being you is an inspiration to other women and other people in general.
Yes, especially us. And who is our woman to watch this week?
Yes.
Kicking it off.
Yes, our first woman to watch is actually someone from Memphis. So our very own Munirah Safiyah Jones.
Yes.
And if the name sounds familiar, and it should, it's because she was recently picked up by Oprah Winfrey Network. So Munirah is an animator. She does all these really great cartoons. I guess cartoon even sounds too small to really capture, what she's
so
doing.
Creative. She's the creator of Juntland. I know a lot of you in Memphis have seen Juntland. So, and I remember, she came on the Verbally Effective podcast, and she was in talks with people in LA even then. So look how everything has transitioned.
Yes. And even if you're not in Memphis, you may have seen a few years ago, one of her Juntland episodes went viral. She does a lot around like dating and relationships. And so you'll just have to check her out. But currently she does have an animated series. It's just running in the month for the rest of this month in October. And it's called Sincerely Camille. And it's talking about voting and also, very a comedic take, but also obviously very much aligned and attuned to the social issues of our day. But it's part of OWN's campaign to hashtag own your vote. Yes. And so we just want to shine a spotlight on her, woman to watch. We know this is just one more step in her journey to really world domination, Juntland everywhere.
Man, putting Memphis on the map. Congratulations, Munirah. We can't wait to see your series. And, going forward, we are definitely going to recognize every week a woman to watch. So, Difficult Beauties, if you have any recommendations, if you think that it's even you, let us know. So I guess you could reach us on Instagram at A Difficult Beauty, our website, adifficultbeauty.com, our email.
Yes, I'm like, our email. We have one. Wait, I wasn't ready.
adifficultbeauty@gmail.com.
Gmail, yes.
That old good old Gmail. Everybody got a good Gmail account. Don't play.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. So now this has been a really good F1 for season 5.
Yes, it has.
I wouldn't want to do this with anyone but you.
Agreed.
Yes. So Difficult Beauties, reach out to us and we'll see you next week, ladies.
See ya.